They always say the clock is undefeated. Well, this time Riverside came out on top.
That's right.
That at least the number 10 spot might have the General's name on it. Let's go through your Super 10 here. We've got quite a few wins here, so somebody's going to have to slide out, but there are some losses a little bit higher up.
Yeah, so the back end of the poll, Suwanee with the big win, no surprise there. Creekside off, Range, the win at the finish against First Coast, big win for Donovan Maslin Company, but we got more of the upsets as the higher we go in those rankings here.
Number 7's right where that upset's at. Trinity Christian not looking as strong as the Conquerors teams that we've gotten used to maybe in recent years.
Yeah, really disappointing from Trinity Christian. You got 3 losses already, and the loss to Riverside tonight. Again, not a bad loss in terms of those rankings points, but again, Trinity Christian already 3 losses going into a big district game against UC.
That's going to be a big one. That might be a spoiler alert for what our game of the week is next week. We'll talk about it here in a minute. All right, let's slide on up and let's get straight to the top 5. Ponte Vedra rolled out with a win. Bowles takes another L tonight. That's a rough one for the Bulldogs.
Big, Bulls have been rolling. I thought they would end the season on a 7-game winning streak. Go out to Lake City, Columbia. It's always a difficult place to play, even though Columbia's had a tough start under Brian Allen in his second stint there. Bowles, again, struggling on the road to get it done. I know Matt Toblin and company will try to get back to the drawing board next week and get back on track.
Never underestimate Columbia. We talked a little bit about Bartram Trail. I don't think you can hold this one too far against the Bears. They're your number 3 team, but they lose to a team that is a perennial powerhouse. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, IMG has played 3 times in our area before tonight, all against Trinity Christian. They beat the Conquerors twice and lost another time. But again, Bartram Trail, you're playing IMG, basically a semi-pro team. They have the creme de la creme, 4- and 5-star recruits everywhere, and that showed tonight. Not a bad loss for Bartram.
This is about what we expect. Now, if they'd have won, this might have been a different conversation about where the Bears were moving. But there's a little bit of stability in your top 2 for sure. Bradford, and let's move over to St. Augustine. The Yellow Jackets have really been rolling. They walk off with another win this week. They look like a team that's getting kind of comfortable hanging out in that top spot.
And you get Lachlan Hewlett back, and that's big time for Brian Braddock. And that was a tough game. I mean, I've seen some crazy East St. Augustine games over the years. This probably qualifies as that. But if you're Brian Braddock and the Yellow Jackets, get Lachlan Hewlett back, maybe a little rust there, get back in that second half of the season, still our number 1 team.